It was a Tuesday night, usually a pretty quiet shift. I'd been at my desk for hours, handling routine calls about billing issues and product support. Nothing out of the ordinary. Then, around 11 p.m., my phone screen lights up with an unknown number. It wasn't unusual to get calls like that, so I answered with my standard greeting, ready for the usual questions. I thought maybe they couldn't hear me, so I repeated my greeting, asking if anyone was there. I could hear faint breathing on the other end, just enough to let me know someone was listening. After a few seconds, I tried one last time. Hello? Can you hear me? I paused, unsure if this was a prank or if someone was genuinely scared. So I kept calm and asked, "Who's watching you? Can I help you with something?" But there was another long silence before he spoke again, his voice lower than before, almost like he was hiding from someone. He sounded terrified, and I could hear his breathing get faster. I started to feel uneasy, but I wanted to try and help. "Sir, are you safe? Do you need me to call someone for you?" I asked, my voice steady, even though my heart was starting to pound. At that point, I felt a chill go down my spine. I tried to ask for more details, but he cut me off, saying, "You have to remember this name." Then he told me a name, a full name, as if he needed me to remember it exactly. I looked at the phone, hoping maybe he'd call back, or that the number would trace back to someone I could reach. But the caller ID had disappeared from my screen. I wrote down the name he'd given me just in case, and then reported the call to my supervisor. They shrugged it off, assuming it was someone with a bad sense of humor. To my shock, it was the name of a person who'd gone missing about a month earlier. But there was just silence. Finally, a voice came through, a man's voice, but barely above a whisper. It sounded shaky, and I could tell immediately something was wrong. He said, "I need your help. They're watching me. They know everything. Everything I've done." After a long pause, he said, "They're here. They're in the house now. I don't have much time." The line went dead immediately after. I sat there staring at the screen, my hand still holding the phone to my ear, completely frozen. Was it real? A prank? I couldn't tell. It felt too intense to be someone just messing around, but I couldn't shake it. That whole night, I replayed the call in my head, wondering if there was something I'd missed. If there was more I should have done. By morning, I couldn't let it go, so I looked up the name he'd given me online.